Thanks. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our academic awards for our 2020-2021 school year. We're really excited everyone could join us here. We want to start out by acknowledging that we are meeting on the traditional land of the Blackfoot people, past and present. So just before we get into the awards, when I reflect back on our school year, there's just one word that keeps coming to mind for me, and that word is perseverance. It seems that no matter what happened to our students throughout the school year, you were able to adjust, adapt, and persevere and show resilience. Your teachers had high expectations of you, and you rose to the challenge. When things got tough, you persevered, and I often wonder why you continued to do the things that you did, why you continue to step up. And it's because you are capable of hard things. Don't ever forget this. You are capable of doing so much more than you give yourself credit for. So remember, when things get tough, to keep showing up and you will find success. So today we are going to recognize our students, so maybe your peers or your classmates who have achieved some successes throughout the year. You know, even if you're not recognized officially during today, it doesn't mean that you weren't successful throughout this year. And I think everyone needs to be proud of their accomplishments throughout this year. We all found success in our own ways, and we all should celebrate our successes. So be proud of yourself and be proud of all that you've done throughout this school year. So we are going to start with our one major award that we recognize in grade 6 and 7. And this is the Rose and Melvin Jarvie Memorial Award. Rose and Melvin Jarvie believed in the value of virtue, honesty, and respect. This award honors their memory and is given annually to one student in grades 6, 7, and 8 at Wilson who exemplifies the qualities of respectfulness, kindness, and tolerance towards others. Now, we've been lucky I know I've been here for a few years now, and I think even prior to that, we've been lucky to have a member of the Jarvie family come and present this award. And so I'd like to turn the time over to Darcy Jarvie, who is here to present on behalf of his family.
Oh, thank you, Jen. I was just listening to Jenny speak and thinking how much you've all gone through this year, and she's right. I think all of you need to be proud just getting through everything that you've gotten through. No matter what age we are, an adult, I've had a heck of a time. I can't imagine how it's been, and just like she said, be very, very proud of yourselves for mostly the people that you are and what you've endured. I just wanted to give a brief explanation of the award. The award was created back in 1994. Mom was working at Wilson at the time, and there was an accident that claimed their lives, and a number of others who were very influential in our upbringing. At the time, Wilson graciously asked myself and my brothers if we would be interested in creating an award in Mom and Dad's memory. There were many qualities about them that we reflected on that sadly we found we'd taken for granted. But mostly it was their tolerance in raising 5 boys 1 year apart, their example of respect, and their respecting of our decisions, whether they liked them or not, and the kindness that they offered to everyone they met. We know that in the world today, the world tends to focus on the negative aspects of tolerance, respect, and kindness, and they do need to be addressed. But today at Wilson Middle School, we focus on the positive side of things, the celebration of great achievements and personal growth. We're very grateful for the invitation to be part of it through the years, and are very honored for the ability to recognize the positive side of these qualities, and to recognize these 2 students who we can all look up to for an example, and we all hope to follow on our way to better days. We, on behalf of my brothers, we wish you all the wonderful summer that you've earned and so rightly deserve. And I'd like to present the awards. The award for grade 6 goes to Halen Hager. And you come and show your face to everybody, okay? We want to make sure everybody sees who this fine person is. And there's a plaque for you, young lady, and a little gift from us. Thank you very, very much.
Thanks.
And the winner for grade 7 is Coral Farrell, another outstanding individual that we all need to follow example of. And she's going to come over here and we want you to be in the there. Thank you very much. And I got to tell you that it's important to us. I mean, we're all older now, but we haven't always followed examples of our parents. And each year, it's very special for us to reflect with someone who we could really look up to.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Oh, no, this is a game today. You see, they're up looking and saying, hey, you keep me straight.
Have a great day.
Hey, you too. Thank you very much. Oh,
Thank you.
I'm sorry, this was long.
Oh, no, that's good. So you can stay or you can head out, whatever you'd like.
Okay, I'm doing roofing, but thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate it.
Thank you to all the parents for watching.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Take care.
You too.
So we are always honored to have the Jarvie family join us for this award. I'm going to take my mask off now as I'm by myself here in the office. So we're going to continue on with our awards. So the first award we're going to recognize is our honor medals presentation. So what will happen is I will read the names out. Unfortunately, we won't be able to see the awards presented to the students as they're going to be presented in their homeroom, but we will make sure to get pictures of the award winners and we will be sending those out either later today or tomorrow. So the honor medals presentation is given to students with an average of 85% or higher in their 4 core subjects and phys ed. So that would be an average between all 5 of those classes. So starting with grade 6, in Miss Berenger's homeroom, the recipient is Stephen Gwilyn Quintero. In Mr. Tebow's homeroom, the recipients of our honor roll medals are Nicholas Armstrong, Alexis Ingram, and Cody Eftida. And I apologize for any names that I may mispronounce in advance. In Miss Wazelenko's class, we have Ankit Patari, Brody Guzzi, Chloe Macklin, Ezra McKee, Marley Olson, Daniel Petard, Kalpesh Puri, Peyton Ratz, and Tyler Somerville. Mr. Dewick's homeroom, the award recipients are Izzy Bly, Connor Dusome, Jackson Huang, Lucas Pasemko, Ava Chartrand, and Aidan Cormier. The recipients in Mr. Pater's class, David Astrologo, Lucas Berentis, Stephanie Court, Trey Ivy, Ryan Skidmore, Carter Thomas, and Austin Wollstonecroft. In Mrs. Kaup / Mrs. Gunderson's homeroom, we have Logan Deezer, Caden Halma, Dawson Higgins, Madison McPherson, Kenna Nelson, and Carly Peterson. In Mrs. Keith's class, we have Landon Bariza, Oz Hiscox, Lily McDonald, Sua Park, and Jenny Vo. In Mr. DeMartini's class, Elias Ahmedi, Griffin Casson, Nathan Clark, William Mathewson, Shanna Nielsen, Stacy Oliveros, Berlin Shaw, Kiara Valencourt, and Tegan Wigley. In Mr. Mahachuk's homeroom, we have Avery Jones, Rory Hedevan, Kendon Mann, and Tatum Prosey. In Mr. McKay's class, we have, and our ELL learners, we have Diana Elmoson and Sadala Bokit Yaya. Congratulations to all of our grade 6 honor roll recipients. Our honor roll recipients for grade 7 in Miss Huchelak and Mr. Highland's homeroom, we have Brendan Liu, Gweet, Porter Forsyth, Zoe Forsyth, Emery Basendowski, Kale Feifel, Mike Gray, and Sweeta Gurung. In Mr. Ellis Toddington's classroom, we have Kiana Setaguchi, Cairo Borbo, Kyra Ellison Earl, Suhan Gurung, Rory Heaton, Hudson Dick, Ilhan Mohammed, Gabby Gomez, and Cassidy Harper. In Mr. Krayeff's homeroom, we have Callian Armstrong, Max Chernetsky, Micah Fair, Max Houghton, Zoe Clausen, Aidan McDonald, Gavin McIntyre, and Tassan Scott. In Miss Mitchell's class, Jackson Crabb, Johnny Hagee, Grady Johnson, Goma Kati, Arian Maskey, Evelyn McCollum, Carter Niwa, Hayden Rouser, Sienna Ray, Tassani Scott, Dylan Spitzer, and Giannina Thorbergson. In Miss Elliott's homeroom, we have Hawa Abdurrahman, Jada Charika, Jamila Kalinga, Ava Liang, Brennan Lines, Alexandra McPherson, Hafsa Naveed, and Liam Onafrychuk. In Miss Owen's homeroom, Sakil Adakari, Mate Aguila, Aldre Bias, Samuel DeHall, Joshua Dang, Jace Granger, Taylor McLaren, Aisha Umboke, Brooklyn Penton, Vishal Satha Yasilin, Faith Tokariak, Cadence Unra, Madeline Van Pelt, and Peyton Young. In Miss George Samuel's homeroom, Diane Leocadio, Brian Oler, Jill Adrian Romero, Brody Moore, and Chloe Estrada. For our ELL homeroom, Mr. Andrzejczyk's homeroom, Jawad Al-Zabir, Sarai Afaworki Segay, Sarah Alawad, and Dadali Hamaduddin. Congratulations to all of our honor roll recipients in grades 6 and 7. Next, we're going to move on to our academic awards. The academic award goes to the student in each homeroom with the highest average in the 4 core classes. So in Miss Behringer's class, this goes to Stephen Gillen Guintero. In Mr. Tebow's class, Nicholas Armstrong. Miss Wazilenko's class, Brody Guzzi. Mr. Dewick's homeroom, Jackson Hong. Mr. Pater's homeroom, Ryan Skidmore. Miss Gunderson's homeroom, Madison McPherson. Miss Keith's, Landon Bariza. Mr. DeMartini's, Elias Ahmadi. Mr. Mahachuk's, Kendon Mann. For our ELL class, Diana Almoson. And in Mrs. Tysow's class, Alex Tremblay. Congratulations to all of our grade 6 academic award winners. The academic award winners for grade 7 are in Mr. Highland's homeroom, Brendan Liu. In Mr. Ellis Toddington's homeroom, Kiana Setaguchi. Mr. Krayeff's homeroom, Max Chernetsky. Miss Mitchell's homeroom, Evelyn McCollum. Miss Elliott's homeroom, Alexandra McPherson. Miss Owen's homeroom, Mate Garcia. Miss George Samuel's homeroom, Diane Cadio, sorry. In our Mr. Andreychuk's homeroom, Jawad Al-Zabir. Congratulations to all of our grade 7 academic award winners. The next award winners we'd like to recognize are our Citizenship Award winners. These are awarded to a student in each homeroom class that exemplifies great citizenship, has the ability to make good choices, and demonstrates kindness and respect on a regular basis. These are our students who live the Wilson way day in and day out here at Wilson. Starting with grade 6, the recipient in Miss Berenger's class, Lars Brown. In Mr. Thibault's homeroom, Bailey Kinneberg. Miss Wazelenko's homeroom, Ankit Batari. Mr. Dewick's homeroom, Emily Severett. Mr. Pater's homeroom, Lucas Berentis. Mrs. Gunderson's homeroom, Dawson Higgins. Miss Keith's homeroom, Lily McDonald. Mr. D. Martini's homeroom, Sasha Deering. Mr. Mahachek's homeroom, Rory Hedevan. Mr. Andreychuk's class, Sadala Bakit Yaya. And in Miss Teislow's class, Mela Dietel. Congratulations to our grade 6 Citizenship Award recipients. In grade 7, our Citizenship Award recipients are, in Mr. Highland's homeroom, Zoe Forsyth. Mr. Ellis Toddington's homeroom, Rory Heaton. Mr. Kreyev's homeroom, Amisha Sarki. Miss Mitchell's homeroom, Pranish Gurung. Miss Elliott's homeroom, Liam Onafrychuk. Miss Owen's homeroom, Aisha Amboki. Miss George Samuel's homeroom, Brian Oler. And for Mr. McKay's class, Tolan Ali. And Miss Teislow's class, our award recipient is Evan Cool. Congratulations to all of our grade 7 Citizenship Award recipients. Our next award is our grade 6 Phys Ed Awards and our grade 7 Phys Ed Awards. In the past, we have recognized 1 male and 1 female in grade 6 and 7 for this award. This year we have changed it a little bit, and we are going to recognize 1 student from each homeroom in grade 6 and 1 student from each homeroom in grade 7. This is a student, it's not necessarily the best athlete in the class. This is a student who shows up, participates every day, gives 100% every day, and tries their best every day in Phys Ed class. So the recipient in Miss Berenger's class, Stephen Gillen Guintero. Mr. Thibault's class, Brody Stewart. Miss Wazelenko's homeroom, Ezra McKee. Mr. Dewick's homeroom, Aidan Maybe. Mr. Pater's homeroom, David Astrologo. Mrs. Gunderson's homeroom, Ashton Cordero. Mrs. Keith's homeroom, Oz Hiscox. Mr. D. Martini's homeroom, Jordan Lesko. Mr. Mahachek's homeroom, Kylie Curzon. And in Mrs. Teislow's class, Alex Tremblay. Congratulations to our grade 6 Phys Ed Award recipients. Our grade 7 award recipients, in Mr. Highland's class, Alexis Smith. In Mr. Ellis Toddington's class, Hudson Dick. Mr. Kreyev's class, Cohen McLeod. Miss Mitchell's class, Johnny Hagee. Mrs. Elliott's class, Alexandra McPherson. Miss Owen's class, Joshua Dang. Miss George Samuel's class, Chloe Estrada. Miss Fisher's class, Jace Nicholson. Mr. Andrea Chuck's, Mr. McKay's class, we have Zarai Afaworki Sagai. I apologize for mispronouncing that name. So those are our award recipients for our Phys Ed Award. Let's give a big round of applause to all of our award recipients today. So as I said earlier, if you weren't recognized formally with an award today, I would like you to take a moment and reflect back on a success that you had this year. Take a moment and be proud of your successes. Take a moment and remember how that felt to feel that success. Each and every day, we get to see multiple ways in which students experience success here at Wilson. So even though you weren't formally recognized today, you should be proud of the year that you've had. You should be proud of all that you've accomplished. And as you reflect back on that, I would encourage you to set some goals for the upcoming school year. Whether those goals are academic, social, emotional, whatever they may be, set goals and strive throughout the year to reach those goals. We are so proud of our students here at Wilson. We're proud of all that they've accomplished throughout this year. We're proud of the positive attitude that they've maintained this year. We're proud of how each and every day they kept showing up. They kept trying to be the best that they could be, regardless of the circumstances that they were placed in. We want to take a moment. We want to thank our parents who have joined us today. We're so grateful for the influence that you have on your students' life and for the active role that you play in their successes. So even though they can't hear us, I think we should all take a moment and give our parents a huge round of applause for all of the help and support that they give unto us. And just before we wrap up today, I want to give a huge thanks to our teachers who've supported our students, who've helped our students, who, you know, they've adapted and adjusted and persevered just as much as our students have this year. And so I think without our teachers, this year wouldn't have been nearly as seamless or as it has been for our students. And so I'd like to say thank you to them. Congratulations to everyone. Great work this year. We look forward to seeing you back here next year. To our grade 6s, great work with your finals throughout the past week. We hope you enjoy your summer. To our grade 7s, we'll see you tomorrow. Your exams start, and we look forward to continued great things from everyone. Have a great day. Take care.